Alright, now let's take this off. God, this engine is a terrible mess. Oh, hey guys, I'm sorry. Didn't see yous there. Welcome to Warpath Ranch. And welcome to the premiere of Modern Warfare Gunsmith. Today, we are going to talk about the M4A1. Highly loved by the Special Operations Forces. Loved by few, hated by many, but respected by all. The gun is extremely accurate. I have noticed that when you play it on this particular title, you get hit marks no matter how hardcore the match is. I mean, there's just no way around that one. But I'm here to try to give you a little bit of an edge on what to expect in terms of your attachments to it, or just the attachments in general. And try to help you understand better what the attachments do. Now, this is going to be multiple videos on multiple guns. Some will have more than one. I guarantee this is going to be the one that has multiple videos as well. So, with that being said, what you say we get right to it? Let's head out to the ranch, see if we can't figure out what's going on with the gun. Alrighty, hop up here in this truck. Let's go out there to the ranch. Now, while we drive out there to the ranch, I'd like to thank those of you who will be watching, and I thank those of you who are my subscribers that pay attention to the things that I do. I appreciate each and every one of you. So, yeah. Quick facts about the M4A1. You've got the weight of the gun itself is right at about 5.9 pounds if it's empty. 6.9 if it's got, let's say about well, blow your horn at me. 6.9 if it's got about 30 rounds loaded into it. The length of the stock is 33 inches when it's extended, 29.8 if it is retracted. The barrel length is approximately 14.5 inches. The rate of fire at 700 to 950 RPMs. And the muzzle velocity at a 2,900 feet per second. This uses 5.56 millimeter rounds, or better known in most cases 5.56 by 45 NATO rounds, with a 30 round magazine. Now, as I had said before, this gun has got many attachments that you can attach to this gun. And it's insane, really. It really is, with all the parts. But not all of them are going to be there to help you. And when we get up here to the ranch, I'll explain more to you why. The biggest thing that I have noticed in most cases when you're playing this, from either from mistakes I've made or others that's made mistakes, is it's always that but it's that muzzle flash that's always in your way. Now, no, I'm not saying right off the rip put a flash hider on it. That's not exactly what I'm saying. I am saying, however, in order to make your gun amazing and be able to go about your games in a more enjoyable fashion, it is going to have a little bit of a facelift. But before we put any attachments on this, well, are you going? Come on. Today, Grandpa. Before we put any form of attachments on here, before we ever consider it, we need to know the base stats of what this gun is going to do to a human target. Now, I have got Jedediah and I have got Cletus up here. Don't ask me why his name's Cletus, it's just Cletus. And we're going to see what we can do about making this a little more stable. I mean, the M4 is already stable as is. I'm talking literally recoilless. But in order for you to understand what it is that you need to attach to your gun, to understand the attachments, you need to understand how your gun fires without anything. And that is a common misconception among everybody. Put attachments on your gun, you're going to be amazing. Now, yes, you can do such things. And if you're a natural at it, high tier gamer, all that good shit, okay, fucking wonderful. Glad you can. Those of us that's got a job, those of us that's got to take care of kids, take care of a wife, a husband, whatever. Some of us don't have this time. So, with that, I am going to demonstrate for you what the base stats to this gun is going to be. The absolute base, bare bone. So, it's just right up here. Let's get it. Alrighty, and welcome to the shop of the ranch. Now, as I had said, we're going to have to see what it is about this gun that makes it what it is. Stupid sign. Now, this gun itself is very accurate, and I am aware that I am contradicting myself many a time saying that it is and it isn't. But all this right here that I keep highlighting, all of this, we're not going to bother putting anything on it. Actually, I'm going to put a little bit of a camo on here. Now, the gas that kept dispersing somewhat got in my way on some shots. So, my thought to start out with is to see if I can't do something about the muzzle first. All of this right here, we're not going to worry about all of that. I am more worried about the muzzle. So, let's give her a facelift, shall we? Let's start with
We've got enemy inbound. We've pulled ahead. Changing mag. Ground, step it up. Take control. You've lost the lead, soldier. Changing mag. Reloading. Reloading. Learn from the loss. Come back harder.
Let's start with the muzzle. Now, with the muzzle, here's what we're going to do. We're going to first of all look at our gun like an idiot. I know, sounds very stupid. That's why I said look at your gun like an idiot. Pay attention to what it looks like. Could be a problem in terms of curves, its shape, all that. You want this gun to be conformed to you. Doesn't matter how bad you butcher the gun. Doesn't matter what it looks like. You want it to conform to you. Now, with that said, let's go over here to the muzzle. The flash guard, as I was talking about earlier, will hide your flash, but that's all it does. It'll bring a little bit into the red. So, like with the breacher device, you're trying to keep your gun, as I scroll down through here so you can see the different attachments. You want your gun to stay at least out of the red, the best of your ability. It is a gun's job as a tool to compensate where you cannot act. That's the whole purpose of this particular gun, or of any gun. So, the thing about suppressors, of which, as you see me scroll back and forth between this and the compensator, from what I'm noticing, it will give you a little bit of a stabler shot, but all it really does is hide your sound. You're still having that gas blow back on you. And that's usually what kind of bothers some of your shots in high intense battle situations. That smoke's coming back and the smoke's blinding you, or the muzzle flash is one. So I'm thinking, before I just go straight, let's go to muzzle brake, I'm thinking let's try a compensator. Now, the compensator, you don't need any more recoil control with this gun. This already has decent recoil reduction, but with that, we're going to take this as soon as I figure, yeah, here we go. What I was talking about earlier about the hit markers, you're going to have to distinguish which barrel you think is going to fit you best, because regardless of whether you want to admit it or not, or be happy with it or not, you got to switch your barrel. That standard barrel right there is just not going to help you. Not now, anyway. So, with that, we're going to take this out here with the compensator. I took this to a new place because, well, we had to go to the other side of the range. So, we're going to come here to this side, and let's see what me, Jebediah, and Cletus can figure out about this M4A1. I'm going to be silent here, so here we go. Pay attention.
We've got control.
Sehr gut.
Enemy's halfway there. Step it up. You're in the lead.
Now, real quick, like, you're going to watch me do this without the compensator. Watch this. Now, as you saw that smoke blowing back in my face, now I'm going to try the muzzle brake. After I die. Check this out.
Reloading.
Gotcha. We've got this.
Now, as you saw at that previous kill I did, you're still doing hit markers, regardless of what you're doing at the end of that muzzle. So that is a clear-cut indication you need a longer barrel for bullet velocity. I can't believe my dumbass didn't see him there.
I've been spotted.
Now, as you saw right there,
Let's have another.
watch this with the muzzle brake. You're going to see it on the instant replay. Watch the gas dispersal now. The gas dispersal was not as intense. The blast was off to your left and your right, and it was not in your line of path. That right there is one of the keys to some of these guys that like to peek shot a lot. Now, the other thing about that, I'll have to get into in another video, is it's kind of a 50-50 thing. So, I do stand behind this, but we're going to have to cut this a little more shorter. It was like I said, this is going to be a longer video. But as you can see to the sides there, that's where that fire blasts out. So, catch y'all in a minute. Alrighty, so we had ourselves a decently productive session there. As I said before, these are probably going to be multiple videos for every gun, because I am trying to break down the detail of what you're seeing. Now, I do not have access to the high-tech equipment that most probably do, but I'm also out here for you average Joes and working class. Just, you got time to pick up the shit and learn it like most do. That was a semi. So, the biggest thing that you need to understand right now is your line of sight is everything. Now, whether it be from those that's trying to peek shot, again, I will get into that later when I have more info on it or when I can better describe it. Or up to the gamers that are just like you. The biggest reason that I have noticed more than anything is the reasoning for your shooting being what it is. You can't see what's in front of you because of the muzzle flash. Now, no, as I said before, do not use flash hider because it's just going to mess you up further. You want something that will disperse that the whole fire that it blows out. Because all that concentrated up front, not only are you trying to look past what it is that is the muzzle flare, you're also trying to watch out for the gas dispersal as well. And that's not good on anybody. That's never been good on anybody. I also make this disclaimer now. This is not to make you a pro gamer. This is just to make your gaming experience just a little more enjoyable. Because I know that there are a bunch of sweats out there. And you can even use this tagline right now. If anybody wants to yell, get good, get good. Here's an idea, my friends. Get good, well, get a job. Getting a job, it does this shit to you. You can't exactly have the free time that everyone else does. But I'm here for you. I'm going to put more videos up. We're going to work on this barrel next video. That's a car. My driving is terrible. So we're going to work on this next video on the barrel to help increase the damage instead of just grabbing little hit markers. We all know this M4 can do much better. And we are going to make it do much better. So, on that note, thank you everybody for showing up, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.